Are you starting the stream?
Yes. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome along. I did tell you. Welcome along. We're joined by Austin, as you can already hear, for one hub again. It is the Precision Tier for the Belgian Grand Prix, round 13 of season 14. Austin's just reading the bottom of the screen there, all of the session options.
Yes, because the host changed some of the session options, and I was looking which one he changed and whether something's right or wrong. Apparently something was wrong and now everything's right. I'm very sorry for this. Welcome everyone to one of probably everyone's favorite tracks. It is the Belgian Grand Prix here at Spa-Francorchamps. And yeah, longest track on the calendar, just over 7 kilometers long. And always a lot of fun.
Actually, hold on, I heard it's 6.999. No? If you said the optimal
no,
line, it's 6.999.
No, it's 7.004.
I'm sure someone can cut some corners, like.
I think it was due to the remodeling of the bus stop chicane.
That could be it, actually,
Before that, it was just under, but because they redid that section, it's now over. I'm pretty sure that's why. Because they haven't... I mean, obviously the track layout has changed over the years, but usually only around Blanchiment, which used to be a tighter corner than it is now. Now you can pretty much take it full speed. That wasn't the case back in the day, especially the, let's say, early 2000s. And around the bus stop, or around, well, it's no longer called the bus stop chicane technically, but we all know it's the bus stop chicane.
Looks nothing like a bus stop. It is really sad what's happened to it, actually. It's taken all the excitement of that section. You never see that good racing there in real life, but in the game, should be alright.
I was about to say, in the game, there's plenty of good racing in that corner. In real life, sometimes there's still overtakes. It's just more to a general lack of overtaking in real life that you don't see much action there, but generally, it is a good overtaking spot.
Well, one guy who knows quite a lot about overtaking around here is Cam. You won the pre-season round here, didn't you? So you know your way around here. You looking forward to tonight?
Oh, definitely. It's one of my favorite tracks all year, so...
I imagine you'd be hoping for that rain again, because obviously that's just the conditions you excelled in pre-season. Everyone else is losing their heads and crashing, and you just sort of kept your head, so I imagine you've got your fingers crossed for that again.
I always have my fingers crossed for rain. I don't know why, I just do well, so...
Well, hopefully we'll get that then. So I assume you're joining us for all our qualifying again. This is becoming our special Precision Tier thing.
if you guys will have me.
Well, listen, they keep banging on about this grid walk thing. Even though we've abandoned it now, the second we abandon it, you now start turning up every week. So it's just one of them things, I guess. So we'll take it. we'll accept you into our family.
I mean, no one else was really doing it, so...
Well, yeah, exactly. Anyway, strategies tonight. Is it just a one-stop? Do we know?
It's probably a one-stop. Unless the Bahrain sands have somehow blown over, then...
Yeah, a two-stop doesn't really make sense here. The pit lane is short enough, plus you basically skip turn 1
That's what I was saying,
on the pit
yeah,
exit.
you can skip quite a lot of that.
So the pit lane is short enough for it, but you still lose so much time compared to like what the tires give you. A one-stop strategy on these tires is easily manageable, and so yeah, this should be a one-stopper.
Although I must say, rain is so common around here. I remember it happens a lot here. I mean, last year I bottled a podium in the Pinnacle Tier on like the penultimate lap with rain because I spun off. I mean, it happens so often, the rain here. So I mean,
why am I not surprised?
Listen, like I say, once again, I'm just used to this thing happening now. I should write a book. My greatest defeat, you know, Will Buxton. I should have been straight in there. I could have my own wee stories about their disasters I have. Like I say, it's a good thing I retired. Honestly, it is. The more I think about it, the more I think, thank God. Could you imagine if I'm still racing, how many disasters I would have had by now?
Oh, God.
It would...
I mean, it would be fun for us to watch.
Oh,
but,
sure, it would be.
It would be horrible for you.
You should have a great time watching it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also, the reason why I'm not racing anymore.
yeah. Two greats, no longer racing. It's
Two greats.
I'm not sure about the great part. You know, it just.
Yeah, you're two somethings.
Yes.
We had a presence, imagine.
Two has-beens.
Two has-beens.
I don't know. Owen's beaten me before.
Oh wow!
Yay.
How did that happen?
Rare
Were you
occurrence.
did you have like
Back
some
in the
issues with
ILR
your
5
throttle
days?
pedal?
Mm.
Did you not accept the advice that what was it? I think KSI gave at one of the Formula E events, where he said just press the accelerator harder.
It was in the rain, mind you. It was in the rain. It was a wet Australia race. I know. I beat him in the rain. I didn't crash. We finished 1-2.
I would say he beat me, but we were less than like 5 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah, we were
the
pretty
entire
close.
race.
I was like bricking it that whole last few laps.
I was like, come on, crash, come on, crash,
Come on,
crash.
please. That's that. I remember watching from behind the top two just killing each other. It was so funny. Oh.
I mean, you didn't have enough penalties to lose the position either.
Only had one penalty. That's what was making me a bit nervous.
That surprises me even more.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many penalties I had, so.
Yeah. I think we were the same. Or maybe you had none.
I
That might
pride
be why I was
myself
so
on not
scared.
getting penalties, so I either had none or like
Loads.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you look at the championship standings, you're in 6th place right now, only 8 points behind 4th. Where do you think you'd be, just guessing, just an estimate, if you had, let's say, not paid so much attention to not getting penalties?
To not getting penalties?
Yeah, if you didn't pay that much attention to not getting penalties, and you had gotten some more than you actually had, how far down the order would you be?
I wouldn't imagine too far down.
Oh,
Everyone's leaving.
Hold on. Yeah, I think
we're
something
doing a new
may
lobby,
be
aren't we?
broken with the lobby. Yeah.
Well, you were saying that they were changing things. Oh, I've got loads of invites that I've just been ignoring. I was wondering what that was for. I was wondering why. Okay, I get it. I've got enough invites. Okay.
fine.
Oh,
No,
that's what it's
yeah.
for.
Yeah, 2 of them are already like invalidated, and then 2 more.
Well, that'll be why we're still waiting to go at 7:36 UK time. I was going to mention it, but we were in such a lovely conversation.
I think TB got kicked out.
Oh dear.
Like physically kicked, and then that's why we have to make a new lobby.
Well, that was
Wow.
clever. Whoever did that.
Well, White Fountain's the only person that can do that, so.
Yeah, good job, White Fountain. Totally not wasting
Abuse
our
of
time
power,
here.
abuse of power. No.
Sack him. Well, I mean, abuse of power. I mean, he is dominating the championship. You gotta wonder if that's a coincidence or not, really.
That's the real abuse going on here.
Yeah.
This White Fountain.
Yeah, at this rate, that's a
abusing
challenge
the
wrapped up by
whole
Russia.
track.
He's pulled some strings. He should be in Pinnacle,
He
I
should
think
be
it
in
is.
at least Prestige. I mean, he would suit well there, honestly. He
Wait, hold
might be
on.
a bit further back, but he would work there.
At least Prestige. Prestige is the highest tier we
That's
have.
the joke. He shouldn't be anywhere near here. Ugh.
Owen, why are you the way you are?
If that was the case, then if that was the case, then we'd begin
I
the
can't
Ferrari
control it.
domination that everyone wants.
Oh yeah. Look, Quaze and Lukey.
I
I mean,
just-
they only have 3 wins out of the 12 races. Without White Fountain, they probably have 12.
Yeah, I'd say that.
A couple of weeks ago, I tallied up like the amount of points everyone has, the entire grid, and like 50% of all the points go to the top 3, and then 50% of those go to White Fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does boggle
Sounds
my
about right.
mind. I'd love to know what he did on qualifying night to be so slow. What did he do?
You could probably go back and watch the streams.
I probably commented on it as well. I probably don't remember it, knowing me. But I mean, loads of us messed up our coin. I still got into prestige. Okay, mind you, someone had to leave first, but I still, was first reserved to get into prestige after having a terrible calling night. So I'd love to know how bad his went, because he's probably quicker than me now. Sad times.
He's not even going to admit he wasn't good enough for prestige. He's just going to go with the story.
I wasn't. No. Ollie was absolutely furious as well, and he's worse than me. I still maintain he was worse than me, and he was fuming. He claimed the league was fixing it just because they preferred me. He was angry. We were two drivers who had no business being there. Oh dear. But yeah, that's how that went. And then I retired after 4 races. Was there any point? Maybe no. 1 point on the board. Bahrain was ruined by Samster killing me. I was on for 6th there. That would have been actually quite good. I may have never retired if it wasn't for him. No offense to you. Don't tell him that.
So it's Samster's fault.
Oh well, yeah. Well, it is his fault. 100%. You go back watch the stream. I think it's pretty evident that it was his fault.
Did he hit you like Ericsson hit Grosjean?
No, I think he had a crash. He had a crash with someone ahead, and he spun straight into me. I couldn't avoid it.
That's hardly his fault.
Well, he caused it.
He was powerless.
Well, he's the one that caused the initial accident. And now it's me, all innocent, absolutely bricking it, hoping that please get to line, please. No. Then yeah, came home 11th. It just got worse.
Oh man. But yeah, we are waiting here. We have someone being impatient.
Yeah, Chris has been a bit impatient.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
But we should. Oh, there you go. Number 17. Lawrence is back.
Yay! Right
now he just
needs
to pick. He still needs to pick a team, which should be the Haas, the second Haas. The other obviously occupied by the Spaniard. And he still hasn't chosen the Haas. What is... Oh, there you go. Now he has. Now we can start.
Now we can start.
Yep, there you go. White Fountain has checked, and now everyone... Yeah, there you go.
Lovely.
9, 10. Fantastic. Alright, we're getting started here for the Belgian Grand Prix. It took us a little while.
Took us about 10
apparently
minutes.
Some technical difficulties, but we got it all sorted. And yeah, as I like to call it, the Ardennes roller coaster is waiting for everyone.
Yes,
to have a ride on it, or 22.
Just in the chat, by the way, I think Jess and Mike have been saying that they also think they're going to get changeable conditions. And then we've got McMahon in there who's talking to Phil. I don't know who Phil is, but McMahon's in the chat as well. It's not very interesting.
Phil's a nobody. We don't know who he is.
Thanks, Phil, he says. Is that an in-betweeners thing, or... You probably don't know what that is, actually.
Nope.
I'm sure someone watching does. Maybe that's what he's referencing, I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we're going to get the classic Ardennes Forest shower of wetness. I don't know what to call it, really. It's just chaos, really, when it comes, as we saw in pre-season. I think I've got my expectations a bit too high, if I'm honest with you, but... Please, rain!
I mean,
Please,
this track usually...
look at the weather.
I don't normally like rain on this game, but this track is quite the exception. Because of
I still
and
don't
Radion.
understand why you don't, but that's something
Rouge and
for a different-
Radion is just... it's entertainment central there. If we could just sit there watching the whole day, it would just be comedy. It'd be so
And
much
we have
fun.
rain.
Yeah!
At least, hold your horses. We have heavy rain
Oh
conditions.
god, get your boats out, it's heavy rain.
Yeah, heavy rain conditions in
What about the race?
qualifying. That
Oh,
doesn't...
put your boats away, the race is dry.
Aww. That is
I
unfortunate.
hate this.
I hate everything.
Is it gonna dry up in qualifying at some point? Or, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but
5 to 10 minutes, the rain will begin to lighten up.
Ugh.
so it's still light rain, but it's still
Yeah,
so
from
it's
heavy
gonna
rain to light
for
rain.
Okay.
Well, they better hurry up and bin it now then, because there's not going to happen too much in the inters, I don't think.
And of
I
course,
can't-
Jess called it.
Come on. McLaren first
I would
time,
much rather
Scorpion.
I would much rather have dry qualifying, because then at least I can have a wet setup on. Now I have to qualify in the wet with my dry setup.
This could be fun then.
Oh, yeah, for you.
Well, yeah, for me.
Certainly.
Well, you are our on-track reporter. You are pretty much Ted Kravitz. I know he doesn't drive the cars, but it's as close as we're going to get.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I am Ted Kravitz with a British accent.
Cam, how hard is it to drive the car with a dry setup in the way, especially around a version radio?
It's definitely noticeable. Definitely noticeable. Oftentimes it goes without saying, oftentimes the rear end will be doing stuff that you don't want it to do. So,
Alright.
usually you'd want the car a little higher off the ground in the wet, but once you go out, you can't exactly change things, so you have to deal with it.
Yeah, we see plenty of drivers already on their out laps, so they can't change anything at this point, including you now.
Including me.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Scorpion, I think, was the first one in the McLaren.
I'm fine, don't worry.
A lot of people were doing that. Like, they're all struggling up the hill on the out lap. So this will be quite a spectacle when we get a proper lap underway. I think Scorpion's going to be first. He's just
Yeah.
entering the final sector now. This is going to be possibly a 2-minute lap as well. So this could be really
The one
important.
and only.
Since this track is
The
so long,
Mewtwo.
you gotta genuinely want to be the last person across the line in these types of conditions, because it's just such a long track. It could be crucial that you're the last person across the line for this.
Yeah.
But
Depending on how much time you leave yourself, as you said, you're looking at 2-minute lap times here, and the difference over 2 minutes of track evolution is obviously a lot more than, let's say, in Austria, where you have in the dry 1 minute 8s, 1 minute 7s, which is one of the shortest laps on the calendar in terms of lap time. Huge difference. This lap almost takes double as long as Austria, which is just remarkable to think about. I mean, the only other track that probably is
I see
as long
wing
as
bits
this
already.
one.
Someone's crashed.
Oh no,
Coming through Stavlo.
Stavlo. Let's see.
There's no car there anymore. I suspect it's McLaren though.
well, I saw
Yep,
Scorpion
there's an end
was...
plate missing. No, there's an end plate missing for Adderlock. Right
Yeah.
side end plate. He lost some. It was a McLaren indeed.
Oh, Lawrence, be careful. Jeez, this is something else to watch. He somehow avoided the wall there, but there we see a slipstream line for TB. That'll help him out massively down that straight. We saw as well Scorpion nearly stick it up into the Radion wall as well. They're all struggling massively up here. Let's see how you get on, Cam. No pressure, but we're live on board with you. I mean, that's a lot of wheel spin for so late on after the corner. That is... Thank God I'm not driving in this.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh.
I try to find who that is. I think it's just someone going slow because it's already gone again.
Believe it or not, my lap's not invalidated. I'm still going.
Really? After that? Well, I'm surprised you're still alive, actually, thinking about it. You probably took a lot more speed than the rest of them up there. Oh.
I think the yellow flag was due to Iverbrun Mike going slowly.
Jorit's the first one to go
retired.
up. Erosion Radion, I suspect.
Yeah,
I wish
most
I could get
likely.
confirmation of that, but I don't think there's anyone actually at that section at the moment. So I can't get anything on that. Half the field is in the pits still, so I imagine they're expecting these light rain conditions to be the only thing worth qualifying in. What's the point of going to sticking it in the wall right now when it's going to be inters later on? That could be what they're thinking right now.
That is logical.
Yeah, judging by here on board up the hill, as I'd imagine they're probably sitting nice and cozy with a hot chocolate, enjoying the action. Knowing that there's no point being out there, because it's already nearly light rain, if not... Well, I think it is. It's getting there, yeah. It is getting to
Yeah, yellow
towards
flag
light rain.
sector 3. What happened there?
Lawrence, I think, was just going quite slowly there. I don't know, maybe I just caught him at a bad moment when he was breaking for the chicane, but
seems
he's...
about right. I mean, he is in sector 3, so it makes sense.
He did do a 2-minute 17 though, so he must have had
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
What about White
Kind of-
Fountain? Is the rain going to halt his progress? No, but I thought it was going to for a second. He took a big amount of breaks bigger than I thought. I thought it'd be a little lift, but he just stuck the brakes on for about half a second. In that last sector, Cam is fastest, but White Fountain's on for a sub 2 minute.
Yeah. Hold on, Cam, didn't you tell us you already invalidated your lap?
No, he didn't.
My lap was not invalidated.
Even though he was nearly in Narnia. He's like sort of halfway towards Narnia, I'd say. Solidly. Drill on the outlap is just sliding about like mad.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mike right now. Jeez, through the
He's giving up
through
on
Les
that.
Combes, he just went way wide on the first part of Les Combes, the first right-hander, and through Bruxelles as well. My goodness, he's really struggling here. Does he still have a front wing? Hold on. Oh, he's got front wing damage on the left side. That might explain why.
That would do it, yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering, he was going too slow through these corners, but yeah, when you have your left side of your front wing basically, I mean, it's only half there, like half of it is gone, then yeah, of course you're going to struggle in the corners.
Right, that's going to be quite the attitude of that with a drill, with how much he's been struggling with the outlap.
I think that Alfred, you guys were just following had him off.
Yeah, Mike. You just went past him, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I saw Toro Rosso in the distance. Yeah, he is struggling. Yellow flags there, Sector 2. Now towards Sector 3. He's in Stavelo right now. And trying to make it back to the pits. But yeah, that is dangerous. Lawrence, meanwhile, up to second place. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 0.2, sorry. So he's getting a little bit closer. Oh, this might get close. This might be light rain towards the very end.
A lot of these guys go for more than one lap, but that's not the line there from Lawrence. That's not going to work. He's abandoning that. It's third attempt. Scorpion's still going for it though on his third. Adrio's still on his first. Obviously, haven't had issues earlier. Just trying to get a lap in. Oh, into
and
the
he
wall.
spins off it. He's out. He's out. Spins to the left on the exit of Puhon and loses the wheel, and he is out of the qualifying. So he's going to start way down the order, as is Jorit. That's for sure. Those two without a lap time out of qualifying, and you see
two
first
Ferraris
drivers,
looking at enters.
Yeah, looking at him. They have him. I mean, Quace is.
Well, look at the rain. Look at it. It's spitting now. If I was Scorpion, I'd be actually on my way into the pits now. Unless the lap is mega.
I can report that.
And even then, if the lap is mega, it's not going to be nearly as mega as his next lap would be on inters anyway. I'd pit if I was him.
Oh boy, the track is drying very fast. I'm going to say within the next minute or so it will be ready.
Oh, he's finishing the lap.
He stays out.
That's
2
minutes.
Well.
That's 2 minutes to get back, and then another 2 minutes to get a lap.
Yeah, but that's still enough time. In 2 minutes, it's still 7. Yeah, in 2 minutes, it's still 7 minutes time. You're into the pits, then you change, and you still have 6.5 minutes to get out of there.
Yeah, but you often see more than one lap on the same tire. Like, you take 2 or 3 laps on the new inters, because on the first lap, they're just not going to be ready. Simple as. That's not how it works. They're never ready in time.
And here we go. We have the first driver out on the inters, Lukey. I think, Lukey is the first one, with Mike and Quace having the inters on, but still in the pit boxes, so they haven't left the pit lane just yet. But Lukey out on track on the inters, and Mike as well, apparently. No, Mike was the first one. There you go. Camera didn't show Mike to me. I thought he was still in his pit box, but he wasn't apparently. And so both of them now out on track on the inters, and more people switching. Vitinho switching. Josh now out on track. So this is the moment where the intermediate tire seems to become the better tire. We can't be 100% certain. We still have plenty of drivers
we can.
who have the full wet snow.
Look at it. It's not even close to wet at this point.
I'm just trying to create some excitement and you just ruin it, Owen.
Try harder then.
Ruin over excitement.
Wow. White Fountain also on the inter now. Lawrence changing. Simon. Everyone now going on to the inters. We still have 5 people on the full wets. One of them's Scorpion, who is probably on his way to the pit lane.
You see what I mean, though? Like, he's just wasted all this time coming back to the pits. What was the point in doing that lap?
It's not. I mean, he's still second.
He's not going to be there for much longer, is he?
We'll see.
Unless every one of the inters stick it in the wall, which is possible.
Exactly. Remember, dry setups for everyone.
Dry setups, slightly drier conditions. You'd imagine it's, you know,
it's still wet conditions, just light rain. It's just
not as wet as it used to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mike is going to be the first to try a lap on these tires, so let's see how he gets on. Hasn't got a lap in yet so far, so I mean he's got nothing to improve on. Let's just see where he can go. He's missed turn 1 by about a mile there. I guess helps with the exit a little bit, but that's probably not the way he wanted to start that lap.
He has set a lap time. It was invalidated, but it was a 2-minute 3.6. So
oh, that's not good up there. Oh my goodness, that looked so wide. He somehow managed to keep it going, but not at an optimal speed. I don't think he'd be properly happy with that one. As Lawrence leaves, he's currently 3rd. He may fall down quite a bit. Yellows. It wouldn't be Lukey, would it? No.
No.
That was
It was gone so quickly as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we can find out who exactly that was.
No, in this game it was someone coming out of the pits or something.
And no one came out of the pits.
The
The 3 drivers who had outlap next to their name are all in the 2nd or 3rd sector. And speaking of, what's going on here? Okay, gone as well. Was that for Vitinho? That might have been for Vitinho going slow. Oh, Josh is off through the grass in Les Combes. Had to cut that corner there for some reason. His tires now definitely dirty. He's going to have to work a while to get them cleaned up again.
He's taking the 6.99 kilometer route there.
Yeah, no, he's taking the 6.8 kilometer route. But yeah, let's look at Mike. He's now coming up to Blanchimont. There it is. Left-hander.
Oh God, he's just got so much understeer. He's had it the whole lap.
Yeah, but that's... Blanchimont is a very tough... Yeah, that's late on the brakes there. Blanchimont is a very tough corner. And there's the oversteer on the exit of the corner. And 157.3 with that scruffy lap. Wow. Wow.
Well, yay. I guess he hasn't made any amendments to the front wing angle or anything like that, because you could just put the front wing up a little bit, make the understeer a little less, but he didn't do that. Kyle looks a lot better in that respect. Don't know if you've put your wings up a little bit, but let's see if you can go top now. You should. No pressure.
Yeah, hits the apex of the chicane, or the apexes rather than the chicane, and 156. Half a second exactly.
Not as long as I thought it
1,000.
would be, actually. But anyway.
Wow.
Well, maybe he had slower bits at the start lap, but certainly there's a lot for improvement there.
Quay slower than Mike. What happened to him?
Don't know. He could have got lost.
I mean, it is a 7-kilometer track. You can't get.
Yeah.
It's hard to get lost here.
He might have tried to take the old track, find a tree or something, realised he was on the wrong path, came back.
and still only
have a
quarter of a tenth. A quarter of a tenth slower than Mike, sure.
Yeah. That makes sense, doesn't it?
No, not really.
Anyway, here comes TB.
Yeah, through Blanchimont as well, up to the chicane. Let's see if he hits the apexes here. First one looking good. Leaves a little bit to desire, but certainly better than Mike. Second one as well, out of the corner, and we have a yellow flag, and that is a new fastest lap, and the yellow flag is already gone again. And I don't know who was the perpetrator.
Mike's in the pit lane, so that could be his qualifying.
I think it was a Haas.
It would have been Lawrence then, probably.
Well, the Spaniard's in the middle sector, like much further in. It would have been
Lawrence
him,
as
surely.
well, but yeah, it could be either. I'm not sure.
Either way, there's no dramas there. What about sector 1 though? There's yellow flags there.
Cam, if you say it was
Oh
a house,
my
then it was probably
god,
the Spaniard.
Simon is going so slowly up the hill. What if someone's chasing him? That could be so dangerous, that. There's his team.
Oh, and there comes the other Red Bull.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
A little bit of slipstream.
I get you now.
No, it's something else. He's slowing down completely, even more now that White Fountain has passed.
Yeah.
He's going really slow through. Like, we have yellow sectors everywhere. Jeez.
What?
Sector 3 now.
Chris goes second.
Oh, that's Cam going slow. That's the Sector 3 yellow flag. Cam, you could have told us.
Yeah. Sorry, my fault, my bad, sorry.
But here you go. Cam with one more lap. Timing not exactly great. With a minute and 40 still left. Leaves a lot on the table here. Oh, and Quace into the wall. Quace into the wall. Oh, that is
That's
out of
difficult
Radion.
spot. That's a difficult spot.
Oh, that is difficult to see for other drivers, but
You can see a front wing in the background
Yeah.
there as well, at the top of the hill. That's not his front wing. Someone else has been off there as well. That could have been
Yeah.
another yellow flag at a different point. But what
But
about White
he
Fountain?
is away from the spot. Green flags again.
I'm just keeping an eye on White Fountain because all he needs is 3/10 here to go pole. And that's in a whole sector, and you could imagine the gains he's just going to make through this section alone. Just all the flat eye bits. A lot less lifting. This could be some lap here.
Yeah, still has to lift you out down to 7th gear through Blanchimont. And instantly back up to 8th now through the final chicane. Oh, look at this. Just straddling the apex perfectly. Second one
Not great,
left a
no.
little bit. No,
But
not
still.
great, but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Still over 6/10 faster than TB.
Now,
But we
Josh
still
is
got
getting an
Lukey.
interception up the hill.
Yeah, yellow
Just-
flag here.
Oh,
That
he's
is,
off. Luke,
that is
Josh has
Quace.
crashed out in the wall.
That is Quace going slow in the middle sector, but off the racing line, so not much of an issue there. Easy to see, easy to spot. Lukey, however, now coming through the campus section and coming up to Stavola. Let's see what his second sector split says right around this corner. And
Oh, Scorpions
25-2.
bottled that on the last corner. Oh, that's frustrating.
125.2. Let's see. That is just 2/10 slower than White Fountain. That could still be. He's on pace for P2.
White
as of
Fountain's
now.
improving as well, though.
Yeah. Oh, Cam 56-1 up to second.
Nice.
Lukey is right there. It should be a low 56 for Lukey as
No.
well. No, it's
High.
lost a lot of time in the final sector. 56.6, only P5 behind his teammate Quays, who goes into the pits very slowly. And there was another car that was T-Cray, who lost quite a bit of his front wing, and he finishes with a 243.7 and P12 for now. Elite shots are still
White
underway.
Fountain. That was so close to an accident. He was 3/10 up. He may have lost a bit of that now.
Here comes Elite shots through the chicane. What's his lap time gonna be?
He's derating, look.
It doesn't look too good. Should be around P8. Yeah, there you go. 158.1. Not exactly the greatest lap time. Vitinho also through Blanchimont, yellow flag sector 2 and 3. That is
How
around
has he
Stavolo.
done that? How has he still gone quicker, even though he had a big tank slapper on that last sector?
It's White Fountain. What do you expect?
Yeah, but he only lost a tenth of it. It's incredible. But here comes Vincent.
He is in 6th, ahead of Scorpion and Mike. TB still underway. Has no ERS at all
He's
through
40
the
seconds
run
off
up
the
to
pace,
the
so
line,
at the
and
moment.
really jumps the curb there on the first part of
He's
the
about
chicane.
50 seconds off on this lap.
No, that was a mistake. It was a 156.5 in the end, but no improvement for him.
Anyway, Josh,
So
I
he's
feel a
on
bit
it.
sorry for him there. He had a great toe on Elite Shots and he just spins it up the hill. He would have got a cracking run, but spins it off. And look at that, the amount of people actually that just didn't get great laps in. Pretty much everyone from 11th down just did not get any form of lap together. And even
Yeah.
at that, Elite Shots, for example, Zyman, they'll be thinking they wanted a lot more out of that. But it is White Fountain on pole. I'd say it's slightly mixed up, this grid. But, yeah, of course, White Fountain is the natural pole sitter for this type of situation. Here's hoping
Yeah.
that someone crashes him out. or something. I don't know. Bit of
I
variety.
would... someone in second place.
Someone
right?
in second place, I believe. We've got a bit of contact with him. We could probably message him a little bit.
But I would say the biggest surprise of the qualifying for me is TB in third place. Just considering where he is in the standings, that he's never been on the podium so far this season, and now qualifying in third, very good position for him, beating the 2 Ferraris as well.
Yeah.
I am experiencing a bit of a sound glitch.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Well, you'll be able to hear this order nice and clear then.
Sound glitch, do you mean that you want it to be mentioned as well, or what?
I mean...
look, you've been on the podium twice before. Oh.
Yeah, when you like select something like leave the menu, it's just playing that sound over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh well.
Anyway, I don't hear anything.
Just a little bit of previous advice. Mode kill. You should know what that means. We talked about it before. But yeah. Well, hopefully your sound issue gets fixed, because that would drive me mental, that would. And this would be interesting, of course, tyre choices, because everyone on the grid is going to get a free choice, and I can already see one Ferrari of Chris trying something different. 4th place, first guy on the mediums. Scorpion, Ivor, Mike, and Elite Shots, along with TK, Jory, and Adrio as well on mediums. No one on hards, the rest on softs.
Cam, do you want to stay in the party for the race, or do you want to leave?
I could do that.
Right then, we've got our official on-track reporter then for the rest of the season. Hope you're aware this is...
the sound glitch is still there, but the sound of the car drowns it out.
Oh god, that's not much better.
Well, luckily you've got the soothing sounds of me and Austin. Inevitable argument, so just be prepared for that. We will find something to argue about during this race.
But the interesting thing here is, if you look at the tires right now, we have 7 drivers on the mediums, 10 on the softs. We have no one on the hards, and to me it is pretty much what I expected. The only reason for the hard tire to come out in this race is
Lawrence.
Either if we had rain towards the end, then the hard tire might make sense, but we don't have that. Or if someone has front wing damage and needs to go into the pits lap 1 or 2 or 3. Maybe 4 or 5 as well. But after that, you go on to the mediums, and soft to medium and medium to soft, I think are the...
Sorry to interrupt, my PlayStation's big. Can you hear that? Oh, it's getting a bit quieter.
Is it being a jet engine?
Yeah, that's the loudest it's been ever. That's kind of scary, that.
We could hear that.
Yeah, but just what you said on strategies, I'm getting deja vu and sad flashbacks when you mentioned the hard terrain strategy. That's exactly what I had last season, and I stuffed it into the wall because my hards were just dead on like lap 20 out of 22. And what we had to do, we had to do mandatory 2-stop, and so I waited the whole race. I'm just going to do 2 stops at the end to go to inters and then back to dries, because that's just how the situation was. It would have worked. It sounds a bit stupid, but it actually was working beautifully. And then I stick it in the wall on my in lap. Oh, don't mention that strategy again, please. Anyway.
Blanket apologies for any cursing if I get involved in a crash.
Right. I'm sure we can bleep it out. Oh, there's a car that's crashed on the out lap. It's Ian, I think, has just spun off. And Andrea got disqualified from the lap as well. I wonder them two have come together. Any grass
there's no
on the
harm
tires?
there's no harm in crashing on the formation lap. You just get put back onto the grid. So
just sometimes you would get grass on the tires, but we're all right. So here we go then, getting ready for the start of this race. 22 laps around this circuit here. Spa-Francorchamps, and we've got the lights on ahead of the drivers. White Fountain on pole, pointing to his left-hand side as well as Cam. Actually, this will be interesting. Lights out, and let's see who gets the best run into turn 1. I'm interested in looking at Chris. He's having a look as well as his teammate, actually. That's nearly 3 wide. They want to be careful there, because up the hill is where you're going to get the main slipstream. I'm not expecting too much at turn 1, and it doesn't look like we're getting too much. But this is the run we're looking at. Look at TB. He's struggling so much already. And what about Cam's run as well? It's a good run. Let's see if he can get this one done. I'll be very interested to see this. Looking behind from White Fountain. This is for the lead of the race. Cam, who won here in pre-season, looking on the outside. He's not going to go for it, though. Wise decision, I'd say. especially considering it's lap 1. And a TB, I think, got a bit of a reception with that as well, and just pulled away a tiny bit from the Ferrari of Lukey now, it is, ahead of his teammate. But yeah, a pretty clean start, I'm impressed.
Yeah, everyone made it through the first sector without much issues. T-Cray has lost his left side end plate, but other than that... Oh, there's a racing point, that is Ian. Oh wow, that was a huge crash.
I think he was side by side with the Spaniard, but I don't see any damage on the Haas car.
Yeah, Ian, however, lost both end plates on this one, and he has to come into the pits. So T-Cray and Ian now with damage. No damage, you're alright for the Spaniard. Elite shots as well, still fine. I'm just looking through the field right now to see if someone is struggling with or has sustained some damage. Doesn't seem so. Here goes Simon up to 10th place.
Look at Lukey as well. Lukey's got a real chance, but he's going to back off. He's going to back off.
Nice move from Simon into the points for now, but there's still plenty of time left in this race.
Biggest winner on that start by far is Jory. He did have 8 places. He's already looking at 7th as well. He must have had something good going on with the setup and qualifying, because he's got the pace way more in the race than he did in that qualifying session, making those mediums work at the moment.
Well, the issue for him might be that, in qualifying, he had a dry setup in the wet and he bottled it. Now he has a dry setup in the dry, and apparently a really good one.
Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. We've got 2 Ferraris and Vinto all going for this.
Yellow flag. Oh, Haas, Spaniard.
Spaniard, yep.
On the exit of Radion, front wing completely gone. There's not even a shred of carbon fiber left on this thing. And he's going to have to... He's lucky that he's not out of this race.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that, actually. I didn't see the accident, but judging by looking at the damage there, that should have been race ending now. So he'll take that. More yellows. I don't know what that'll be for.
Yeah, T-Cray.
Oh, T-Cray.
T-Cray also on the exit of Radion.
Again, so look at the amount of debris there now.
Yes, same. Same for him. Front wing completely gone. Not a bit of carbon fiber on there. But he can still continue. That is amazing. Only the nose is sticking out on that car just as much.
And
as
T-Cray
retires. Yeah. Spaniard's still going on with that Haas nose. And White Fountain already over a second away, over a second and a half away from Cam. And so no DRS for Cam, it seems. However, TB still in that window. Gap about 8/10, it seems. Yeah, just about.
I'm being given false gaps here. I keep getting told that Lukey's under a 10th behind. He's not.
No, it's just over, just under a second now.
It's fixed itself now. Jory does look like the guy on the move though right now. He's going to get DRS now up the hill. This would be interesting because he's right up at the back of Scorpion. He had a wider run through turn 1. Looking for a better exit, but didn't quite get it. Actually, Scorpion is looking a lot better. But I don't know if he's going to get DRS at the top. Let's see. Because this should be away from P7. And yeah, no DRS for McLaren. So let's see Jory. It should be a pretty simple move from here. And
Scorpion defends the inside though, but it's not going to work. The Camel Straight just too long for Scorpion to really put up a good defense here. Enjoy it. Makes up another position. He's now gained more position than he has cars in front of him.
Very impressive. Already putting himself up for driver today. It's only lap 3. Don't want to jinx him, like.
Now he's got Vitinho ahead and then the 2 Ferraris, with which he might, if he has some really good results, he might still be battling with them in the championship. He's 51 points behind Lukey, which sounds like a lot, and well, fair enough, it is. But he's 4th in the championship. You know, with some good results, if he can string a good run together, he could get involved at least in fighting for 3rd place here.
So, looks like Cam is a bit of a cork in the bottle now. He's got this massive train behind him, which is going now up to 7th, just a bite with DRS. I know George just put his car on the grass, so that's not going to help. He's now out of DRS, but the point is, Cam is in.
Oh, and Lukey goes wide in Blanchimont.
Outside goes TB. That's too late on the brakes. He's not making that, surely. Oh, well, do you know what? Bit of contact. Look out for Lukey. That's getting the elbows out there, but this could open the door for the Ferrari driver. Where's he going to go? He's just looking. We're watching from his on board. that's going to be a collision nearly if these two aren't careful. All of a sudden,
Oh,
a sausage
TB.
curb.
Yeah,
Through goes
that
Luki.
is the tricky one there. And
And he's
Luki
got
up
a
to
killer run.
third.
Look at this. He's got such a good run on Cam. He might have to back off
Yeah.
actually on the hill there. He might run into him.
No,
But he's all right.
it's
That's
fine.
perfect. That's the perfect
Yeah.
run. Yellow for TB. He's gone.
TB retires.
There he
That
goes.
is, yep, up the hill, and he's in the wall. And Spaniard and T-Cray were able to go on after crash up Radion. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about TB. He puts it into the wall, and for him, the race is over.
Scorpion got
Luki.
overtaken there by Josh as well. But yeah, Luki up to P2. Let's see if he can chase down our race leader now. Cam still in third. I'm sure you'd be happy to know about TB's retirement. That's one less car to worry about.
I mean, it was the car he was battling with, so...
Yeah.
But
That was a
very,
bit
very
wide from
unlucky
Chris,
for
but
TB.
he's
TB
alright.
had the chance of getting the podium here. Started from third, his first podium and of the season, and instead it's ended this early. Very, very unlucky for him. He's got one more chance this year, and then into 2020, the remainder of the season.
You make that sound so dramatic. One more this year, and then the rest of the season.
I mean, yeah, look, there's a Christmas break.
Chris. Right then. So,
Speaking of Chris,
that's
that was the
awful.
worst segue. But meanwhile, Chris is right behind Cam, and fastest lap by
Wow.
Luki, so he is trying to chase down White Fountain. And,
Of course, Darren would have
he's-
helped actually, because he did get the perfect run through sector 1, so that may actually be a little bit false. But still, that's what the gap is going down.
He still gained about 2.5 over the rest of the lap.
Yeah.
It went down from 2.6, 2.7 to 2.4, and it still goes down. So, I think Luki, give him a couple laps, and he might be back on the rear of White Fountain. Quace, no chance for him here. Vitinho picks up a penalty, and not only that, Vitinho might also be Jorit's next victim on the hunt for positions here for the Mercedes driver.
The most important one to get past here for Jory is Chris. Just 2 cars ahead now. That would make him the highest medium runner. Honestly, with his pace, he could do a lot of damage today. He's also kept his ARS well. He's got the highest out of these sort of top 6. And he's just keeping that in reserve for when he needs it. And Vinto's got a bit on the grass there. That's going to help Jory even more. And he's looking in great shape right now. It seems that he
Yeah.
must have went just full dry center in qualifying, and it's working out pretty well for him so far.
Yeah, and I mean, with this drive already, if we're looking at the first, if we're looking
Ricky.
at the first 5 laps,
That gap's
yeah,
gone wide,
he's
huh?
gaining
Okay, fair enough. Not false then.
over half a second. If White Fountain has become comfortable in the lead, he shouldn't be, because Luki is going.
He is flying along. And
Yeah.
Cam nearly sticking with him, nearly in DRS. Well, he's just out of DRS actually now and way out now, but except for a moment. But yeah, we got these former teammates, of course, Jory and Vinto. I believe they crashed each other out in, I think, at least once this season, so probably a good reason why they split up now. But now they're going to be fighting over P5, and maybe not this lap, but certainly in the coming laps, because it looks like as well Chris is going to have no DRS, so this could actually be Vinto's lap to try and go for it. Let's see, is there a big enough toe? There is, but that's help him close up, maybe go for it later on in the lap, or just the next lap. That's just going to close these 3 up a little bit more.
Yeah, he decided to not try to overtake, went down on the ERS and saved some quite early on.
Yeah, Chris has got next to
during the
no
straight.
ERS left, that's why he's struggling so much. Even if he did have DRS, he probably wouldn't be able to use it too. Oh, Cam, in the
Ooh,
wall.
Cam. Yeah.
Got too wide there before No Name, and lost it on the curb.
Yeah,
That's
massive
a shame.
damage to the right side. That's a pit stop. I'm not going to say anything about the potential tire choice because he is listening.
But go hard! That sounds weird, actually.
that was your biased opinion. But no, I'm
It's Jeff.
gonna say once he's in the pits for the tire stop, I'm gonna say whether it is what I expected or not.
I mean, no offense, but it's hardly going to ruin his life if you tell him the wrong tire at this point. Unfortunately, down to 12. He killed himself, not White Fountain, but you never know. Safety car, you can get back in it, so don't lose hope.
And there's still some points possible.
Well, now, thanks to that accident, this is an upgraded fight to third now. And Chris, if anything, that crash, you'd think it's benefited him, but actually it's not in any way, shape or form. Because now he's got no car to give him any DRS. He's under massive threat.
Yeah.
And this is going to get...
Vitinho already on high ERS deployment. He wants this run, and I think he's got a pretty good chance here of making the move.
We know how aggressive Chris is in defense, though, you know. He could move a few times here.
And here we go. And this should be easily done. And
oh, safety car's out! With Cam in the pits, he's got that pit stop done. So you can go to the end now. Do you know what, Cam? This race, seriously, it could be coming back to you right now. I heard you sigh in a bit of disappointment.
This is the first safety car I've had all season.
I heard your sigh of disappointment. I imagine that quickly changed. Vince's got a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, and Elite Shots has crashed it.
I imagine you'll see him in a moment. I imagine you'll see him in a quick moment here. So, Cam now, it's not worth it to pit unless everyone's going onto the hards, right? And even at that, I don't know if you've got that much of a delta, have you, Cam?
I have a delta, but it's very fast, and I'm not matching it at the moment.
Well, I guess actually you lost a lot of time in the pits, didn't you? You could probably push a little bit, I imagine.
Yeah, now that you've been in the pits, I am surprised that you took the hards. I
was set to go to the hards anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, soft to hard was your strategy anyway.
Apparently.
What? Why? Okay.
Well, let's see what the rest do, because I imagine everyone's going to... I guess we're all forced to pit now, surely.
Yeah, the soft... So, if I was a soft runner right now, I'd go onto the mediums. If I was a medium runner, I'd go onto the hards, because obviously the softs won't make it, but I just want to do a one-stop, so... take the hards and just take the pain and try to make the best of it.
Vento's got a drive-through, remember?
Yeah, and Quace does come in,
he's going to have to back up. He's backing up.
Yeah,
oh, it's been a crash. Scorpion's hit the back of Josh. That could be a damaged wing, and it is a 5-second penalty as well. It is both. Bad safety car for him so far. And so Vento...
Yeah, everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in.
And it's another one. Ivor's got a collision with Simon. White Fountain and Luke can get ahead of Vento, but his race is ruined.
You see... Oh, Quace... What is Quace doing? He's going to the softs.
Oh.
He's going medium to soft.
Well, that's not going to work.
He's going to have to pit again. Is he hoping for a second safety car? That is a huge gamble. And Ivor and Mike as well. What are they doing? I'm with Jordan here. He was on the mediums. He goes on to the hards. He wants to finish the race on this one stop. And I think that is the right call. But... And Quace is now behind Jordan as well because of the double stack. He lost a bit of time there. And he's behind the Mercedes on the hards. And he's going to have to make a move very, very early on. Otherwise, he's going to be stuck there and lose loads of time. The difference between the softs and the hards is about... it's just over a second a lap between the fresh compounds.
Yeah, I just want to quickly put this into context for Cam. You've got two people with a soft tire ahead of you, so I mean, this could be net 8, because they'll have to pit again. I don't imagine anyone else will. Possibly the mediums might be a little bit trash towards the end.
No.
You sure?
With this safety car period, obviously the tires are not going to be used very much right now. And so once even if the restart happens at the end of this lap, it would be 14 laps to go on the mediums, and they can take that.
Well,
maybe if one driver battles too much and doesn't take care of the tires, then they might struggle, but usually 14 laps is just about what the mediums can do. Maybe 15 if you take very good care of them, but usually that's about it. And yeah, they don't have to go in to the pits anymore, and they won't be that bad towards the end of the... Oh, Jordan passed Vitinho. That was an...
Yeah, to take into account that there's probably going to be quite a few ambitious moves going.
Yeah.
Unwanted, Lesour or Lacombe.
But anyway, if I'm going to pick a driver to watch right now, by the way, it is 100% going to be Jory, because even if his tyres aren't as quick, they are, as we saw in Hungary, as we kept talking about then, they are just so unbelievably consistent. And there will be a bit of drop-off from these mediums. They will not completely fall apart, but they will not be nearly as quick as you'd expect towards the end. And Jory is already third, because Vinto's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So he's net third already.
And he can't
cannot
serve it now.
that yet. Yeah, he's going to be
He
last.
can only serve that once the safety car is in.
So Jory, honestly, keep your eye on him. He started 15th, I think. Let me just check that. Yeah, he did. He started 15th on the grid.
Yeah.
So this really is looking pretty decent for him already.
Yeah, and I was about to say earlier, looking at the first 2 or 3 laps he had, where he gained about 8 positions from 15 to 7, that already to me was the moment where I thought, hey, this might be a driver of the day race for Jorrit here.
Well, I mentioned it. I said I didn't want to jinx him, and I still don't want to jinx him because we're not even halfway there yet.
I mean, I just jinxed him.
Well, I mean, I'd already done it anyway. So sorry, Jorrit, in
Fair
advance.
enough. Yeah, sorry for me as well.
Yeah, but I mean, if it doesn't go wrong, it should be a pretty fun day for him. I'm sure he'll be loving it. Of course, as well, everyone gets to replenish their ERS. Quite a lot of them are really low on it, so this will help them as well. Pretty much, this means that we're going to see all guns blazing, hopefully, on this restart. And it should be a straight dash to the end from here for most of them.
There
Chris
will be many
and
Daniel
Mike.
Ricardos.
Well, that's what you're obviously hoping for. We're hoping that, or Cam's hoping that there'll be loads of carnage ahead.
Yeah, however, none that impact him, obviously.
Well, no.
But one thing to be said, other than the ERS, is also that the fuel for all these drivers is going to be... They're going to have some excess fuel that they will be able to use, and so accept some more rich fuel mixture for these drivers as well, and so this might help some drivers defend on the straight, because they have some fuel to play with to defend as well. So that should be an equalizer, whereas before, usually the driver ahead, when they know it's inevitable, they just don't even try. And now Jorrit is getting close to... I'm on board with Jorrit right now. Jeez, that was close.
Yeah, he's been...
Josh with a 5-second penalty, he ran into the back of Quiz.
He's got broke the front wing. That's a second penalty
safety car
to him.
in this lap.
Oh, he might pit now, Josh. I wonder if Vinto's just going to take this straight away. This drive-through. If I was... now, avoid all the carnage. Don't get involved and break your front wing and then have to pit and change that as well as take a drive-through. Just do it now. But yeah, White finds a no.
You get free air. You don't have to drive. You know, you're not being held up by anyone. You're not battling with anyone. Just take it instantly and then try to see what you can do from there.
Now, one thing I just quickly want to say, by the way, a lot of people don't know what they're doing on these restarts, so look out for any collisions. We've already seen quite a few in this safety car period. White fighting is now effectively the safety car. Looks like everyone's
really slow.
Alright there, Chris has hit Jorrit, so that's what I'm saying.
My.
Collisions are quite common. I think White fighting has gone for it, and Lukey's gone super
wide.
wide.
And Josh tries to shove it up the inside of Quest, but there was nothing there. This was way too early. Remember, there is no safety car line where you can overtake. It's the start-finish line where you overtake. And so Josh was way too early on the restart there. My goodness. The fact that he didn't spin there, he got really lucky. But Vitinho doesn't take the drive-through penalty just yet.
Oh, Simon's going to get overtaken. Here comes Mike, either Mike Shirley. And I'd imagine Chris is getting a bit close as well, but not as close to Shirley as he'd maybe hope. But here comes either Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a soft runner, he needs to make that move.
He has to get this going, yeah. He has to get this show on the road and fast.
Yeah. Same for Quez, by the way. He did not sustain any damage from running into Jorrit. He did get the penalty, I think it was 5 seconds, but he does not have any damage from it, so at least he's got that going for him. Obviously, Josh running into the back of Quez, that's a different story. Front wing damage on the left side. But only minor damage, only the end plate is missing. So I would even argue he can go on without having to pit. He's losing a bit of time, sure.
No. He's losing too much. He's already... Think about it in 5 laps, where's he going to be? It's not worth it. Oh, he's out. Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
Thank God this isn't real life. That's all I'm saying, because Mike should be dead right now.
Oh, he's standing in the middle of the track. The fact that there is not... Is there going to be a safety car? I don't think
it wouldn't
so.
come up by now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Jesus,
See,
that was at head height, that was.
I don't understand. Oh, Cam. Was that the first part of
let me explain myself.
Was that the first part of the chicane?
Yes.
Oh, is it that one? You had a tiny little cut
So,
and it just...
I have to... Yeah.
Who was the alpha I just passed? I just passed someone. How? Or maybe, I don't...
No, that wasn't alpha.
I think it was Scorpion.
Yeah, that's a McLaren.
Scorpion broke later than I was expecting, and I went to the inside to avoid him, and subsequently went over the curb, so I did not need to do that.
Okay, well, that means if you have recording,
no,
you
joint
can...
off! We've jinxed him. Front wing gone. He hit Chris.
Oh, and that's a dangerous rejoin as well. My goodness, thank God he ghosted. But that's a rejoin that you don't want to. That's a Lance Stroll rejoin in Monza.
Well, luckily ghosting
a Vettel rejoin in Monza.
Yeah,
is what that was. My goodness. Thank goodness there's ghosting. But look at the top two, White Fountain and Luki just driving away from the rest of them.
And
Coutinho now under pressure from Quace.
Coutinho's still not taking his penalty. Cam, you are about a net fourth at the moment, because these softwares are going to pit again, and Vince has got this drive-through. Honestly, I told you this would come back to you. I know you got that pit. Oh, accident! That is a Drio out of the race as well. We saw that happening in the background. I don't know if he hit the car. I don't know who he was fighting with. I think he hit someone. But either way, he's gone. And look at Chris. Is he going to flat inside? He can't, because I think Vince would be disqualified if he didn't take this penalty this lap. He does take it. I think
3 laps is the time you have. DRS. No, he would have had another lap, I think, because you have 3 laps under green flag running to do it, and this is the second. The third just started now because now the DRS is enabled.
And speaking of which, look at Lukey.
Would have had.
Lukey is getting ready for this white fight at his home event. Is he going to keep this lead? Or is he going to really get beaten by the Ferrari for the 4th time this season? Looks like he's in a losing position right now, because Lukey is taking the lead back. Well, I'll say back for the first time, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Ian's gone. Out. We're only down to 11 cars. I mean, Vento took that drive-through, still came out in 8th. I mean, that wasn't too bad for him, actually.
Yeah, let's see. Oh no, so Ian didn't retire in the pit lane.
We only got 10 left, actually, because Lawrence is a ghost car, so we're only down to 10 now. We're just only halfway through. This has been quite atrocious, hasn't it? Nearly as bad as the pre-season race, this, and it's dry.
Yeah, but this had a safety car here, so...
yeah. Better. Oh, don't tell Odems that, he wouldn't agree, I don't think. Mind you, he doesn't agree with much. Anyway, man, we've got to see. We've got to watch White Fountain anyway for tonight. He's now going to try and fight back. Of course, it'd be typical at his home race to be one of the 4 so far that he's potentially not going to win. He's won 9 so far. He's now gonna do something special to win this one, because it seems the whole race that Lukey has been that little bit quicker. And we've got Lawrence in the chat, surprised to see his car isn't just running still; it's in the points and it's a ghost car. I bet he's loving it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jory went into the softs, so I guess he's just gonna go for fastest laps now. I guess he can do that. He's 11th.
Fastest laps outside the top 10.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, White Fountain, is he gonna... No, I'm not even gonna ask the question.
He doesn't even try, he's on no ERS deployment, he's just saving at this point. Trying to mount one final run maybe towards lap. The thing is, White Fountain right now, if he were to battle with Lukey, they would both lose time, and look who that would invite into the fray. Yeah, the other Ferrari of Quace. That's not the best idea.
Well, you'd expect him to be pushing a bit more right now. I'm surprised he hasn't really got his foot down. But,
no.
I guess they're more focused on the gap to 5th who is Zion at the moment, because obviously when they pit, they could even do another set of softs. Thinking about it, they could just pit for more softs because they didn't use them in qualifying. They've got loads. They've got loads.
Certainly.
Yeah, so they've got plenty to use. So do you know what? I know I'm saying that Xylan's an at podium right now, but he may actually not be, because these two are going to be flying, Chris and Mike.
We got some glitch and barriers.
Well, that might be. Where is that?
Oh, the chicane, campus chicane.
On the exit, that could be Hadrio's fault, possibly, because he did impact that wall.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see anything there.
I know the eye, but I mean.
Oh, they're having a fun time on my screen.
I know what you're on about, though. I know what it's like.
Do you mean to say they're inside each other?
I think they're inside each other and outside each other and flying at the same time.
Oh, God.
And spinning and flipping. It's pretty much sped up gymnastics. For barriers. Yeah?
Okay. Well, then.
No, look at White Fight. He's got a good run.
Yeah.
Here he goes again. And Chris is catching now, so this could become a 3-car fight soon. Especially when these two go side by side. I imagine Lukey's not going to defend it too much because there's no point, as we keep saying. There's just no point on this straight to defend. Yes, I'm cutting into it now. Here comes Cam outside for a net podium position. Even though he was in the wall this time 7 laps ago, he's finding himself back where he belongs.
Yeah, with a slight lock-up.
Well, third in a moment, because the guys ahead are going to pit, but they might pass you. But you'll run third for a little bit, as long as you don't have another accident. Or get overtaken or something, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how these guys though on the mediums defend against Chris on the softs. And how quickly the mediums will last, because it's still got a long way to go.
They might not have to. They might not have to defend. Quaze is probably going to come into the pits either at the end of this lap or the next one.
I'd say next lap, actually, yeah. It wouldn't make much sense to go much further than the next lap, would it?
Yeah.
We'll see how that develops, because look at Lukey. He's actually fancying a look through Blanchimon. Sure, he's going to back up, right? Oh, wow, he got too much on the curve there. That could have been spitting off into the wall, but luckily he kept it facing the right direction. Because, of course, you get so much DRS now. They're both on the same ERS, so nice and equal in that respect. Pretty much to the number.
Both stay out. Quace and Lukey stay out. So I would say at the end of this lap they go in. Right,
then here comes Lukey. Up to 4 on the ERS, while White Fighter just sits on 2. Like I say, I think these guys just sort of, they're not stupid. They're not going to...
Oh, look at this. Lukey just doesn't even bother. Down to 0.
Well, you can save it up there. He's holding himself. So now we've only got 9 left because Jory's just left. White Fighter!
White Fighter is left!
Oh, wow. Cam, this could really become quite a good day for you, you know. And mode kill, I don't know how you've done it, but it's done it. So at his home event, at his home event, man, White Fountain, what is it? Just no matter who it is, they just have a terrible home race. Doesn't matter how dominant they are. It's Ferrari 1-2 at the moment.
And remember, White Fountain is not the only driver to have a home race here. The other is down in 11th.
Yeah,
and he had such a good race
for driver today, and look what we did.
Yeah, sorry. We actually jinxed him. Whoops.
Oopsie doopsie.
And now we have a Ferrari 1-2. And looking at the constructor standings, the difference between Ferrari and Red Bull before this race, 4 points. That Red Bull was ahead of the Scuderia Ferrari. This might change a little with this race.
Yeah.
If they finish 1-2, which again, Quace is going to have to come in.
Honestly, it's pretty likely actually that's going to happen because Chris has nearly got 10 seconds on Cam already. But let's see, does he pit? No. What about?
Is he gonna? No way. He's going to try to make the he's not going to try to make this to the end.
Well, if it was. Well, you got to think he had a couple laps on these tires under safety car as well, so this could effectively maybe be an extra. You could maybe allow for an extra lap on it, but these two are about to scrap.
Look, if he comes at the end, if he comes in at the end of this lap, it's still 6 laps.
Yo, look at this! Lucas had a terrible run.
Yeah.
Chris is going to pass him. Well, I don't know. I'm just Do you reckon he'll try it? I reckon he would have pinned by now. You see.
It would be the operation of a madman to try that.
Well, as we've seen this season, Chris is a madman.
Fair enough.
So let's just... We'll update you on developments in that area of strategy stuff.
I think he's going to come in at the end of this lap then. You're right about, the safety car laps not really counting. Therefore, basically, I think 2 laps.
Yeah. 2 laps
under safety car, they're basically just...
Not a voice. Doesn't
that
matter.
we have to disregard. Meaning, he was on the softs now for 7 laps instead of... It's going to be 9 at the end of this
7 racing laps.
7 racing laps, and it would be another 6 racing laps if he comes in at the end of this one. So, it still makes sense.
He's not slow, though. He's only 2/10 off on his best on this
Yeah,
lap.
but the softs drop off very quickly.
That's what I'm saying. He probably could stretch another lap out of it. You know what I mean? He's pulling away, sort of.
Why would he?
Well, let's see. What is he going to do?
Time overall. And he...
Staying out.
He actually stays... How in the
I've
world?
got Mike as well. White Fountain is still ghosted. So we've got 6 laps. It doesn't sound that long, but this could become something else, honestly. This could become quite the climax, because we've got 2 Ferraris on very different strategies, fighting it out for the lead, with Mike, the sleeper, in 3rd, and White Fountain still ghosting in 4th, which means Cam would take that soon, and he's on a completely different strategy to all the rest of them as well. He's on the lose my front wing on lap 7 route, or whatever lap it was, lap 7 I think it was, and come back on the hard.
5 or 6.
And that's what he's going for. Look at it, he has to defend now.
Owen, don't forget. You said 6 laps doesn't sound that long. This is Spa. This is the longest track of the calendar.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It
6
doesn't sound
laps
that
here
long. It doesn't sound that long.
Longer
Yeah, it's
than
so
anywhere.
long. It's like 42 kilometers. That's a long way to go on dying tires, and with next to no ERS compared to his teammate. But once again,
42
this is
kilometers.
Chris we're
That's
talking
like
about.
10 times around Austria.
If there was anyone who was going to do this, it would be Chris, right? So,
yeah.
So let's just see what he does. Anyway, Cam, you've got to get yourself back up there now. Come on. We can't big you up and then have you lose again. Or else you lose your job. Look at this. Chris is pulling away. He's out of DRS range. Where is this grip coming from? Because he still has plenty by the looks of it.
Yeah,
It's a straight line speed because of lack of ERS. That's why he's losing so much in the last sector. But in terms of actual tyre grip, he's alright. Is he going to pit? No, he seems alright with it. He seems to be content with the tyres at the moment.
Yeah. And if he comes in at the end of this lap, it
he
would be a
pulls
4
away on
lap
exits,
stint,
look,
which doesn't make any sense to go for 4 laps.
But he still pulls away pretty well on the exit. Oh no. Cam and Simon are both just crawling around the final corner. What happened there?
I locked up and hit him.
Well, you've got no damage at least, and you're still sort of yeah, you're nowhere near. White Fountain's rejoined. Sorry, I was trying to make it look better, but I saw it's been so ahead of you.
Goes back past Quace.
Yeah, that's ERS for you.
Like home, and yeah, it's ERS and DRS combined.
Yeah.
And maybe, let's see, hold on. No, both are not struggling with
Wide. Lukey's got an X above his name. What's happening there? Am I still live? Or is it him that's having issues? It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, he was lagging for a bit,
Right,
but he's back now. He was lagging for just a little bit.
Well, Chris at this point, I'm sure he's seeing the situation that he finds himself in. As long as they don't blow up, he should really be okay to see these tyres to a podium, at least. And it's Mike behind as well, who's on the same strategy. They've got 8 seconds, Mike, to White Fountain. So if you look at it that way,
White Fountain, who is back?
Yeah.
Oh,
is it worth pitting at this point? Because
no.
Yeah, he could lose 11 seconds. That's fine, isn't it? As long as they don't blow up, right? He should be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know what penalties, by the way. Let me check penalties.
And I thought they would those tires would blow up after
Chris
about
has a 5-second penalty for safety car, remember? As does Mike. White Fountain hasn't even got a warning. That doesn't make it look as good, honestly. But we'll see. We'll still see. That means Lukey has a free win. Well done.
Yeah, 5
Take it.
seconds for Quace, 5 seconds for Mike. White Fountain, not even a warning. Wow. Scorpion
Yeah.
also with 5 seconds. Vitinho already has. He had a drive-through, but he also has a penalty of 3 seconds.
Yeah, Chris back in the lead. As they just swap it up and down now.
Yeah, Cam
It helps
obviously
keep
with
their
the 5
speed up, you
seconds.
see. That means they just keep their speed up. They'll just swap every lap.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not getting too excited.
Which is the smartest way. It is. For those of you maybe watching who know a bit about cycling, it's pretty much what's happening here. One person gives the slipstream, then they
Simon.
switch.
He got his tail out there, didn't he? Thought he was going to go for a spin, but kept it going. Ahead of Cam again.
You switch all the time. Like in cycling, usually you switch like every 30 seconds to a minute, and another driver takes the lead. Obviously for in part a different reason, but in part for the same reason as well. One guy gives the slipstream and does the heavy lifting, basically uses a bit more fuel and wears his tires out a little bit more, and uses a little bit more ERS, and the other guy just sits in the slipstream and lets himself be pulled. And that's the same thing we see here. And Lukey's getting close already. It's a bit early here. And he doesn't attempt to move. He's waiting for the Kemmel straight again.
So Chris seems pretty content with having low ERS because he can manage it and not fall to 0. So he doesn't need to get it up to 100 by the looks of it. Because he's on 40 right now. That should get him the rest of the lap done.
I question Lukey actually getting up to 100. Whenever your ERS goes up to 100, you waste energy, and you never want. Whenever I drive, I try to be.
Oh, Mike again. He's gonna fall down to down to 4th at the moment. Look at that. Lukey just backs way up at the end of the straight.
Just lifting off. Yeah.
Whenever Mike's catching quite a bit on these guys now because of it, so they didn't quite do it as efficiently as they could have actually there, because Lukey maybe could have been better just throwing it and zooming past, but Mike's got to lose a penalty anyway. He's now gonna fall to the clutches of White Fountain as Cam and Simon side by side. Cam taking the 6.999 kilometer route there. You saw nothing.
Yeah, what I was about to say, whenever I drive, I try to not fall, or not get my ERS up to 100% and not fall below, I would say, 20%. I keep it, usually I try to keep it in a range of about 80 to 90, so that whenever I get into the braking zone, I don't go up to 100. And I still have plenty to use in case I have someone in front of me or behind me and I need to attack or defend. But it seems like Lukey doesn't really care too much about it, whether he wastes energy now or not. And yeah, Quace is the other end of the spectrum. He gladly falls below 20%. He tries to keep it above 10. Because once you get below 10% on the ERS, your
in trouble.
Energy deployment is halved. So if you use high, you only get half the ERS power that you would normally get from high ERS. And Lukey, is he trying? He's still on overtake, but he lifts off again.
He can afford to wait another lap, and he's probably in a party with his teammate anyway. He probably knows the situation. He knows he's got the win anyway.
Yeah, he can afford to wait the whole race.
Exactly.
Just stay behind Quace.
But I just can't believe this strategy is seemingly working out, because Chris at the moment, the gap to White Fountain, needs to get it above 5 seconds. It's currently just under 9, so he's not going to hopefully lose all that time on the last lap. But at the moment, White Fountain is on for 3rd.
Yeah.
So, because Mike's got 8 seconds, I think.
Maybe second if he can make up another 3.5, 4 seconds on Quace.
Well, he doesn't ever know when the tire's going to go. I mean, you're surprised if Gollum, this is the 14th lap he's been on these tires now, Chris. It'll be 15 by the end of the race.
Yeah, but you have to take off the 2 safety car laps. So
and
let's
his
say
teammate
right
will
now,
probably pass him on this next lap. He may lose a bit of the cushion that he had, and the gap is flying down now. But what about Lukey? Is he going to get by?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Although he doesn't want to fight too hard. He's letting him through.
Quace lets him
That
through, and they
loses him
both
so
lost
much
a
time.
lot of time. Yeah, because Quace now he wants to get pulled. He doesn't want the, he doesn't want to be the one doing the heavy lifting up front and pulling Lukey. He wants the slipstream everywhere, and understandably so. But that was a lot of time lost there, and White Fountain should. The gap is 7 seconds.
He needs
now.
2 seconds on this lap. That's all.
Yeah.
He's already gained nearly 2 in that last sector, of course, for circumstances, but this should gain a plenty back. He can even afford to pass Lukey if he needs it, but Lukey's not interested in that, is he? No.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Quace has 2 warnings.
Well,
if he
yeah,
picks
if he gets
himself
one
up
more,
another one,
then
that's
he's in
White
trouble.
Fountain up to second.
And that would be a surprise, wouldn't it? I know for White Fountain standards, but yeah, it's seemingly a surprise that this soft gamble is working. I'm just looking at Scorpion, by the way. Scorpion might be about to get up to 4th. I don't know if he has any penalties.
No,
he
has
has a 5 second,
a 5
hasn't he?
second penalty as well.
Yeah, he's got a 5 second, actually, yeah.
Vitinho has a 3 second.
How much does Simon have?
Simon, can't you ask your race engineer?
Yeah, come on.
2 warnings, no penalty.
Boo.
Boo. Right, then here comes Lukey.
Yeah, I'm the commentator. Come on, Cam.
Well, let's commentate. Can we call this like the Austin sort of curse again with Lukey winning again? Is this the 3rd time you've seen this guy win? I mean, you haven't been here the whole season, but I mean, the majority of your races, I think you've seen this guy win through the chicane, or the chicken as they all used to call it, because of Alonso. Here comes Lukey to win, and it's a Ferrari 1-2. We think at the moment. We'll just confirm that for you. Mike's gonna fall to 4th, I think, and White Fountain up to 3rd. Yeah, only 1.4 seconds, one more lap, you know. But anyway. No, Scorpion does get 4th in the end, so he's alright there.
Wow.
Mike 5th, Simon 6th, Vito 7th, Cam 8th, and Spaniard will be your last finisher 9th. Obviously, Jorrit and Lawrence ghosted.
I think Scorpion served his 5 second penalty at the pit
Oh yeah,
stop,
of course,
that's
he was
why.
on his way to the pits. What had happened, wasn't he? I forgot that. Yeah.
He served that already. That's why he jumped up to 4th.
Well. Lukey coming good there at the end. We've got to pick 2 per driver today. Honestly, Lukey and Chris, you've got to hand it to them.
Can you leave me one choice, please?
No. Come on. Well, who are you gonna
What do you
pick?
mean, no?
Who are you gonna pick? Who would you pick?
You go first. You have to choose.
I think Cam.
I want Cam. I want Cam.
No. That was so bad, Cam. Come on.
No, right, fine. I'll pick the race winner then, Lukey, and you can pick his teammate.
I'm gonna pick whoever I want to pick, okay? I'm not gonna pick who you tell me to pick.
Fine, pick him then.
I was about to say I'm gonna pick Jorrit, but no.
No, he's not.
I wish he, he had continued. It was such a good start. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Chris. Yeah.
Thank you. So, Lukey and Chris.
No, not because you told me to. Under my own volition.
Sure it was. I mean, let's be honest. Who else would we have picked?
Oh,
right. What? What?
The sound glitch just stopped.
Yay!
Hey.
Better late than never, right? Right, I think the McMahon Award, by the way, for those who are interested.
I had so much faith.
I vote Burn Mike has won the McMahon Award. Lukey and Chris are your drivers to drive today, because really, who else would it be? Why were we even trying to make it look like we were going to choose someone else? I don't know. There's your finishing order. Lukey, Chris, White
Fastest
Button.
lap points, quickly. Quickly. Fastest lap points go to the Spaniard in 9th and Jorrit in 11th.
Yay, Jorrit got a point. Woo! And Lawrence, even though he didn't start, finished in the points. So, good for him. Well done. Good lad.
Oh,
I could have finished in the top 10 once in Prestige when I was actually racing, but here's this guy not even taking part and he's getting points. Gotta hand it to him.
The question is how the steward's gonna handle this.
Yeah. Right, so he didn't even race and he got the points. How do we deal with this? Right then. So, Any post-race thoughts then, Cam? Apart from, I had so much pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't
Just
quite as good as pre-season,
just
was
another
it?
mediocre result to add onto the pile.
Yeah, I mean, at least you weren't last. You know?
Is it the potato pile?
It is the potato pile.
Oh,
You know, as I say, at least you weren't last.
The French fry pile is only like a few inches high. The potato pile's size of a tree.
all right. Yeah, but we're gonna be back next week for the final race of the year, not the season, but the year. And
of the year 2019.
yeah. I think everyone knows what year it is.
Yeah, why do you have to say it? Like, why do you have to confuse the issue? Why can't you just say last race before the Christmas break at Italy next week? The Temple of Speed. We'll see you there. Simple as that. Next Friday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. God knows what that is in anyone else's time, and we'll see you then. Simple as that, huh? Can't we just do that? Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone. I guess Cam is officially part of our team now, so I guess you'll see all three. I guess you'll see all three of us next week.
Yeah, the final thing we're gonna hand it over. We're gonna hand it over now to S. Thompson and Jamie Metcalf with the Pinnacle Tier that you can also watch on this channel.
Well, it's not gonna be as good as this, really, is it? You know, but I mean, don't make them feel too lonely. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, cheers for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next week for the last race before the Christmas break at Monza. Safe travels, everyone.